of yada yada.
Nope, we're live right now, it shows. So if you are here,
On
what's up?
TikTok? Woo! I don't see it on TikTok yet.
I don't know. It says in the corner, so I think you're
It
on
does say
YouTube.
in the corner, but there we go. Now we're live on TikTok. Now that I see
What's
it here.
up?
Perfect. Hello, everybody. Oh,
If you are
it does
here,
look cute. The little background looks cute. I love it.
mhm.
Look at your little head there popping out from the background. Do you see it
Oh yeah,
on the graphic? On your side too.
yeah. There's my little head. I like it.
I'm asleep on the desk, so my head's way farther down.
Way down.
Hello, everybody. How are
Sorry,
you?
we're
Oh,
late tonight.
are we late? 8 o'clock seems to
Well,
be pretty standard for us usually.
well, we're usually 7:30.
Yeah. Hello. What is
It's been
happening?
a
There
day.
it is. There it is. It has been a day, you guys, for sure. Well, more of like I'm just tired all the time, to be honest with you. Mother Nature has ensured that currently I'm exhausted. Hello, hey Cash, how are you?
At
You should
least
be
it's
looking
the
off
end of
so
the
you can
week,
talk in
though.
chat. That's true.
And you don't have to work.
No, I do work tomorrow. I picked up a sub shift at 6 a.m. I
How many
know.
hours?
Only one. It's just one
Oh,
class.
okay, good. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
that's totally. You, I mean, you have to be up for the cats anyway, so
Yeah, so it's
it
fine.
it's worth it for you.
Cash, you're in LA? Girl, me
Yeah, guys, tell
too.
me about the LA weather. How's it been?
It was like I think I've been sniffly, and I think it's because of the weather this week. Also, Mother Nature, period, and whatnot. I think it rained really bad. Yesterday? No,
Yeah, that's what I heard. Like
no, it wasn't
severe
yesterday.
thunderstorm warning or
It
something.
was Tuesday. And I was gonna go get my Subaru appraised because we're getting a new car, and so I'm turning in the Subaru, and it was stormy, cold all day Tuesday, and then Wednesday it's back to normal. So like the fluctuation in the weather is I think really does a havoc on my system, especially
Yeah.
allergy wise. And so
Hmm.
I've been like sniffly, I've been congested.
Yeah, I can
It's not been
tell.
fun. Thank you, Grace. Isn't it cute? Our little cute background here.
Do you
Oh, that's
go
it.
to sleep with like a humidifier or anything like that?
I have one in the room. I should turn it on.
It might
I
help
have
you. Just saying.
I have a few throughout the house. Four, but I have a air purifier too. I feel like I have so much stuff going on. Like I've got my sound machine, I've got the air purifier. Then if I put the humidifier on, it's just another thing plugged in. Oh, I've got my space heater because I always sleep with a space heater right next to me. Set at 95 degrees, by the way. I love to be boiling hot when I sleep. So, oh, everyone loves a new background.
Yay, I'm glad.
Yes, thank you guys. So yeah, the weather has been here. The temperature change has drastically really messed me up. And then of course it's the time of the month. So I've had terrible migraines all day. The cramps have been astronomical. It's not been fun. But how has everything been with you, Ashley? No, Perla, we just started. You're not late. We're late.
Well, I'm still experiencing that long COVID, so I'm just
Still.
tired every freaking day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long ago did you have it?
It was like the second week of September,
Oh
but
wow.
from what I've heard, long COVID, like, it lasts a really long time.
Yeah. I can't even remember the last time I had COVID, thank God. Thank goodness. But I tend to avoid people. Even
Same.
at social events, I'm like, stay away from me.
No, Perla, you're not late. We were late.
Girl, I just said that.
Oh, see, the brain fog, the long COVID, it really affects it.
Yeah,
Like, I feel like I get worse fog than when I was pregnant.
really.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you guys so much for liking the live and sharing it. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Keep doing so. Thank you. Oh, this Cassius thanks. Thank you guys for doing this thing. Always, we can't miss our live with our crew here. We appreciate you guys so much, and these are kind of fun for us, I think.
It wakes me up.
Yeah, it wakes me up, and we have to film, so what does it matter anyway,
Right.
Um, so We want to jump right into Conclave. Has anybody else been reading the Devil's Night series with us, or is it just Ashley and I?
No, Estella's been reading because we've been
Estella's
fighting
reading.
her.
But did she read the novellas?
Well, I hope so because you have to read it in between.
I don't know if she did. I think she jumped straight into Nightfall.
Because Conclave is what tells you Will's been gone for a while.
Which is so interesting because I did not read Conclave before reading Nightfall the first
Really?
time, and I was so confused as to what was happening in
Really?
Nightfall. Yes.
Interesting.
I was so confused.
I would be too. I would be
I
like,
was like,
what is
why
this
is
black
she
church
gone?
place?
Yes,
Like, what is going
I
on?
was like, huh?
Yeah, no, because Conclave does a good job at setting it up.
Yeah, it does.
Because
It
they
really-
talk about his
wow.
grandfather being up for re-election. They need to make him disappear so
Yeah.
he's not
None of that.
causing waves.
I was so confused when I started Nightfall. So, Estella, if you didn't do Conclave, oh, she did. She did do Conclave.
Looks
Good.
like you're the only one here.
Kira has also been reading. Where are you at, Kira? Or is it Kira? 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 Let me know how I pronounce that. She's read all the books. And
Can we talk about, though, how a novella that was supposed to set up Where the Hell is Will barely talked about Where the Hell is Will? I feel like this was Rika's second book.
It's Rika, the Rika show? God.
Okay, Damon's POV made sense.
Yeah, well, yes.
Why is 75% of the book in Rika's POV when we're searching for Will?
It should be Damon's POV most of the book.
It should.
Yeah.
Or at least make it all of them.
Yes, yes.
This was weird.
Well, this shows
it was just another excuse for some more Rika stuff.
This shows the bias that Penelope does.
It does. It does. I love Penelope. I love the series, but this is my biggest gripes with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then also, we talked about Alex last week. Why is Alex so prominent when she was never part of their gang in the past?
Oh my god. Thank you. Why all of a sudden in Conclave and Nightfall they're acting like she's been around and part of the gang?
She's the family.
Yeah, I can't
Especially when Damon makes it very clear his people are his people and he's not messing with anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yet Alex is the one taking care of Winter in the delivery room.
That was insanity to me. What? And I'm sorry, but why are all maybe this is just me. Maybe I'm just a big old prude, but I'm not letting someone who's slept with every man in the group in the delivery room with me while I'm having a baby. Like, my husband has been inside of you. Pass. I don't want you to see a baby coming out of me.
Well, it was just so random. Because, Alex had one scene of dressing Winter up in Kill Switch, but that was really the extent of their relationship. Am I wrong? Or am I missing a few other scenes?
No.
Like, she got her ready for that carnival thing.
That was it!
Okay.
That was it. Cash says, her work doesn't mean she's part of the family. They just needed release.
Well, and then it's making me so mad when I'm reading, like, she needed Will as much as Will needs her.
Almost ruins the book.
Then at that point, Penelope, I'm so sorry. I love you. I love your books. But why didn't you just make it Alex and Will?
Yeah.
If you had all of this set up.
And not only that, but it's the same bullshit in Nightfall.
Because then it really could, because we've kind of seen this trope before where either girl or guy totally wrongs the one that yearned for them in the past, and then somebody else puts them back together.
Yeah.
But what was this?
And we get a continuation of this even in Nightfall.
Nightfall's gonna be worse.
Yeah.
Nightfall's my favorite. I'm gonna be crashing out this next week.
We never got the sense that her and Will were tight like that. Then all of a sudden they bring BFFs. All of a sudden, Kill Switch, they're like, Alex and Will are inseparable. She's around him all the time. What? I'm sorry. Oh, it's because she can't be sleeping with the other ones because they all got women now. So now she's clinging to Will because Will's the only single one. Like, please.
I know, and then I mean we will talk about this next week, but the Alex and Aiden relationship, why are we adding a second relationship to another couple's book?
Yes! Yes. Oh god. I'm surprised the girls didn't kick her out. 100%.
No, Estella, I agree. All of the group scenes are so random.
Don't get me started on the train motherfucking scene. Oh, I can't wait to rant and I cannot wait to rip this scene the fuck apart. That scene and the shower scene, I can't fucking wait to rip apart next week, honestly. I'm frothing at the mouth to get there.
Yep.
Actually, I might as well make notes. I'm gonna put a whiteboard behind me about how much I fucking hate Alex and how much I hate those two scenes. Tune in next week for that.
Trust me, I have ideas for like the podcast episode we will do of the whole thing. We can tier rank characters. I'm curious as to who you'll put above, Alex or Rika.
I'm gonna put Rika above Alex.
Because she's actually a main character?
She's actually a main character. She's actually useful occasionally. Alex, I have no use for. I feel like there's an attempt to shove her into a place that she doesn't fit. Shove her in between Emery and Will. I can't fucking stand it. I'd much rather have Rika. Which says a lot because I also can't stand Rika. So that should tell you.
For that.
Yeah, that should tell you how much I absolutely despise Alex.
No, it's just I don't get it. I really don't get it, especially when the series is so set up for this found family. Damon makes it such a big deal that the actions that he did was to make sure his family was not torn apart. And then, more truths come out and he's like, okay, this is my family. Why is Alex suddenly a part of it?
I don't know.
It's just weird to me.
I'm sorry. Why I'm gonna rant. This is a Nightfall rant. I don't even care. Why did we miss the opportunity to have a Will, Emery, Winter, Damon scene? What? That should have been the train scene.
Thank you, especially because we had to have a quad scene of Michael, Rika, Kai, and Banks.
If we're gonna have a group scene, which has been the theme throughout every couple's books, that should have been the group scene.
Will was snubbed in his own book.
Yep. If Bobby Joe's asking what are these books about? I agree. Everyone's like, that should have been the scene. It should have.
Mm-hmm.
No one gives a fuck about Alex and Emery, okay? That was useless to me. How is that Emery's introduction to showing she could hang with the gang? Because everyone has slept with that girl? So now she's one of them because she's joined?
Well, considering Alex was introduced as what? Like, Michael took her as a date to a party?
Yes.
And then all of a sudden she just starts hanging out.
Yep. Yes, Cash. Yes. What a missed opportunity with another Will and David scene. What a missed opportunity.
Considering that pool house scene in Kill Switch is one of my favorites.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. The setup was there, Penelope. Why didn't you
Considering the train scene was so overcrowded and ridiculous that Damon couldn't even participate.
I know, Damon was like, I'm out of here, guys.
Because his sisters were in it. He's like, no.
This is a little weird.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm just gonna...
Oh, no, you're good. Okay, Bobby Joe, how do I explain the Devil's Night series? It's a dark romance. It's found family. It's got past and present timelines. The past is really, really important. Devil's Night is night before Halloween, but basically the 4 male main characters, they're called the Horsemen. They do illegal things. I don't know. It's going blind. Just have a fun time.
They do illegal things.
Well, they do.
They do. That is true.
That is quite literally the revenge plot of book 1 because they were sent to prison.
They do illegal things. I love it.
Okay, I saw this weird comment. Where was it? Gosh, I can't even remember. But somebody said part of the problem with Rika's writing is that Penelope originally intended it to be RH, but I don't buy that. I don't buy that because of how Emery and Winter are set up and corrupt.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Even Rika, the only thing
because I mean,
RH is Kai.
Yeah, I mean, I can see some of it because why are they all obsessed with her? Yeah. And then even in Kai's book, that was weird. But
we have a setup for Will and Damon having an interest in other females in Corrupt. So,
right. Yeah.
of Rika not being their
Yeah,
number
that's
one.
why I just don't buy that.
Yeah.
I just think Penelope loves Rika.
And Penelope's never done an RH book, has she?
No, I mean the
So,
closest is Credence and Five Brothers, but it's they pick somebody at the end.
yeah.
But
So that's why I'm like, I don't think so.
yeah,
Maybe if she had a history of doing RH, I could see it, but
but no. She is writing an MM though.
is she?
Yeah, that's why you need to read Five
Mm.
Brothers because it's one of them.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna check. Devil's Night. Was Devil's Night supposed to be an RH?
I can't remember where I saw that comment because it stuck out at me because I was like, I don't know if I believe that.
I can't see it, but it's so hard enough for describing
I
these
think
books.
Penelope
Yeah.
said she originally wanted to do RH with Corrupt, but that character is like Will. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of see some elements in there.
And Corrupt?
Just because I don't know, but I talked about this in the Hideaway live show. I feel like Banks was an afterthought.
Yes.
Because Banks is the only one who was never part of the original Devil's Night flashbacks. Because in Corrupt, like I said, you kind of have Emery set up and you have Winter set up. There is no mention of Kai ever being with anybody. Because I also said that I thought it was weird that their Devil's Night was a different one. Considering everybody else stemmed from that one
night.
Yeah.
What's fascinating is I couldn't believe the RH being with Michael, Kai, Rika. That's where I could see it, but not.
That gazebo scene was so emotional in Corrupt because he's literally like, stop the car.
Yeah.
She finished it. He was shocked. And then he's like, give me that. I'm going to light this sucker up. So
I know.
That's why I don't know if I buy that. Unless Corrupt had a lot of rewrites. You know?
Yeah, Acela says she can't see it being RH. It doesn't give the vibes. I agree. Yes, we do have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, we're actually live on YouTube right now.
We're live on YouTube right now. So if you're able to go join the live over there on YouTube right now, you can join. And I don't know if it lets you do the subtitles on the live there. I wouldn't see why not.
It might after, like when it's posted.
Yeah. I've never read this series, but all I hear from everyone is Rika's everywhere in these books. It's the #1 complaint, which that's why I'm like shocked.
I feel like this fandom is very united.
Yes.
On that. I don't meet a lot of people that are big Rika fans.
Even though Penelope has made it clear that Rika
it's just here's my problem. I would not dislike Rika so much if Penelope hadn't given her all these ridiculous things. Like post Corrupt was fine, right?
Yeah.
She got Michael, she got her money as she rightfully should have, all of her properties, inheritance. Why are we making a 21-year-old a mayor?
Yeah. And basically the leader of the Horsemen at that point.
Yes.
She's basically the leader of the Horsemen. It's ridiculous. I cannot stand Rika. After Corrupt, the second you start Hideaway, I am like, I hate her. I hate her so much. It gets worse too. Once you think you're done, you're not.
Banks for Senate, yeah.
Yes. Imagine Rika being your mayor. Good God.
Okay, I get in Kill Switch how Damon, it makes sense. Like, they want to own the town, right? They want to make it their playground. However, it would have made more sense if they were, like, blackmailing someone.
Yeah.
Not be... I mean, I know it's a book, but don't you have to be a certain age to run for office?
I think so. I think you do. I think you do. Well, what's crazy to me, but maybe, I don't know if anybody here has read the Hollow Boy series by Jay Monty.
It's on my list.
I love that series. I love that series. It's a very similar vibe to this Devil's Night, but I think it is, no offense, I think it is far superior. Because every couple actually, their book is their book.
A lot of people call it the Temu Devil's Night.
It's not. I guarantee you, if you read it, you're going to see it's far superior because every book has a follow through storyline, but the book for the couple is clearly that couple's book. Okay? No one overshadows that couple in the
Anybody
books.
else, yeah.
And it is not about them. There's not any cringe scenes. Like, I don't read, like, there's sometimes I read, like, corrupt and like, cringe, you know? Like, there's, like, cliche scenes. I don't get that at all. And it's not about them, like, being these tough bad boys, which they were, and like they were like running the town, but it's more about how that town has traumatized them and they want to get the fuck out of that town
Sure.
and like grow up and move on. So there's an actual they grow up and move the fuck on, you know, like
Yeah. Not we're gonna take over the town
yeah,
and make it
yeah,
our playground.
yeah.
Like if
So
I okay, in Fire Night, because it's in the future, don't they have like tunnels under the city?
yes. Rook Van Doren is one of my top book boyfriends along with Will Grayson, but I love Rook Van Doren so much. Yeah, everyone's saying Hollow Boys is way better. Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
Well, I've DNF'd book 1 twice.
Book 1 is similar to Corrupt, but I still
Okay.
think it's superior to Corrupt. Book 2 is my favorite in the series. Book 2 is
Okay.
incredible.
I'll give it a try again. I have a lot of things on my list, but I'll get to it.
Okay. Good.
I finally finished Ruthless Boys, so I can start another YG.
RH? Which one are you going to start?
I don't know yet.
I really think you should go with Ruining Vanessa. It's it's only 3 books. And it's got the breeding trope, which you love.
I just don't know if I might want fantasy though, like Omegaverse, Shifter, something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look.
I've got plenty of those too.
Okay.
I've got plenty of those. Yeah. So, okay, should we get into the new? I love that Kai's son is like Damon. Such a slap in the face for Kai, who hated Damon the most.
I just love how like Damon wants a daughter so badly.
I know. I
think it's cute.
Damon would be such a cute girl dad.
Well, he gets his girl, doesn't he?
He does.
The very last one.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have like 5 or 6 kids.
I was gonna say, don't they have like 20 kids? He like does not leave that woman alone.
Well, he asked the
shower.
doctor as soon as her coochie was free of a baby. He's like, "How soon can I knock her up again?" Okay.
She's like, "I can't even take a shower. This man won't leave me the hell alone." They were so interesting. Hollow Boys is way better. Yes.
Yeah, Acela, about the cousin comment, Fire Night gets kind of weird.
I've never read Fire Night, so I don't know.
You didn't read Fire Night?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, let's just say the cousins' relationship was set up very interesting. Like it was matching Damon and Winter in the treehouse. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
It was a little taboo vibes. Just gonna say. Because
Catch says it does get a little weird.
Well, you know, a lot of people want next gen, but the problem is a lot of them are related to each other.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. When Damon's kids are related to Rika's kid and Banks's kids. Yeah.
So the only one they can really go with is Will and
Will's. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets a little weird though. You should read it. It's a Christmas novella. So
I have to read it for the reread, so.
We didn't put it on the reread.
We didn't?
No, because it's Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe we can read it in December.
There are not enough kids that are not related.
That's what I'm saying. There was some weird tension between those cousins in the treehouse. I'm just gonna say.
Thank you guys for liking and sharing the live. I appreciate it. Okay. I'm done talking about
That's funny because I don't know if I have the energy for the next topic.
Well, you're gonna save some of that energy for our recording for our podcast, so we're not gonna get into that. So we'll save that. But we will get into. I guess we can talk to some of the snippets that were released.
No, I'm just talking about overall. I don't even have the energy for this series in general.
You and I both. It's been a rough.
I don't want to dedicate my time to it anymore. And I just kind of want to keep things to myself.
It's not even, if you guys aren't aware of what we're talking about, it's clearly Boys of Tommen series. It's not even that I don't have the energy for it, it's that I don't want to expend my energy on other people who I'm sick of dealing with.
Yeah.
Like, this fandom has turned into a hellhole of epic proportions this week. This week has been so bad. Um,
And no corner of the fandom is innocent.
yeah,
No one is innocent.
yeah.
So before anybody comes in here and says, "Oh, it's that side," no, no, no,
No,
it's not. It's all sides. This fandom is an echo chamber for hypocrisy.
Well, it is that side of the fandom. It is the toxic side of the fandom. It's all lumped together. It's not just
It's
one,
not. It's not who likes certain characters.
but it's
It's
that
just
toxic side of the fandom.
yeah. It's the people that go to very far lengths when they don't agree with you.
It's not even
So,
that. I feel like a lot of people rage bait these days for
oh, for
content.
sure.
And then I feel like a lot of people are shocked when that rage bait works. You know? And I feel like at a certain point, and I was talking to Grace about this, I feel like I almost don't want to get any more snippets because I feel like this fandom doesn't deserve it anymore.
No, I agree. You know, especially because I feel like a lot of people put shit in their mouths about a month ago when Chloe came back on and did the interview, and everybody's like, let's make it a positive space. That didn't last for very long, did it?
People who were suddenly so willing to be positive and make a change suddenly didn't make that change. They reverted right back to their old behaviors.
And all of this narrative of we're going to respect Chloe, where is that?
Yeah. Yeah. It's not. Over one snippet about a main male character putting his female main character as a priority, which he should do. And it's not even him not paying attention to the other character, it's him literally saying she needs me more right now. Like, and the fandom fucking lost it. I can't handle this. It is like the smallest things people are looking just to latch onto to bitch and moan about things. Be upset about something. And I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it.
Yeah. And I'm tired of when I say something about character A, everybody's like, well, we all know you hate Gibbsy, so shut up. Where's your proof that I hate Gibbsy?
Yeah.
Where is your proof?
And even, here's the bottom line, Ashley. Even if you did hate Gibbsy, who cares? That is your opinion. Here's the thing.
Well, I understand that, but here's one thing I will say. What I hate about this fandom is just because you say character A is your favorite, everybody automatically assumes then character B, you absolutely hate them. You're going to fight everybody to the death. It's like, no, I just happen to like character A more than everybody else.
Here's the bottom line. I'm allowed to have a favorite character, and I'm allowed to dislike a character.
Right.
You're never going to catch me going onto a Katie or Claire stand's page when I know they're clearly a Katie or Claire stan and reaming them in the comment for loving Katie and Claire. It's none of my business who they like, okay? So if you come onto my page and clearly see that I prefer Lizzie Young and want to rage at me over that, the problem is you. You are on my page. The block button works just as well. That scroll button works just as well.
Well, I just don't like people that literally admit in a comment, I didn't even know who you were until a few hours ago, and then proceeds to put comments. Everyone knows you're super anti-Gibbsy. You just admitted you don't even know who I am. Shut up.
I've been dealing with this for months, so I'm not surprised by it. But the problem I have is people labeling specific characters' fans is the problem, and then overlooking the absolute disgusting toxic side of their own fandom. Like,
no, and that's why I said everybody is at fault. It's just
admit that there are problematic Lizzie Young fans out there who say
yes,
nasty
there
things.
are.
So why can't Katie and Claire fans also admit
the same thing? That's why I am sitting here and saying, guys, no one in this fandom is perfect. There is a toxic entity in every corner of the fandom.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're a Lizzie fan. I don't care if you're a Katie fan. I don't care if you're a Shannon fan.
Yeah.
There is toxicity everywhere, and I am so tired of it. And when you sit there throwing stones at glass houses, that's literally what you're doing. So here's the thing. If we don't want the toxicness and the immaturity anymore, just shut the fuck up.
Grace is 100% correct. The real divide here is
immature readers and mature readers.
Yes. Yep.
And I even told Olivia yesterday I shouldn't have engaged. I normally don't. I don't like popping off on people online. It's not something I'm comfortable with. And yesterday, I just had kind of had it. Like I said, I don't like people assuming they know everything about me when they literally just admitted that they don't. And I popped off, and I shouldn't have. And I'm done. It's not worth my time anymore.
But you're allowed to pop off on your own page. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
what I'm like. That's what I'm like. If you want to come to my comments and pop off on me on my own page, you're gonna get got. That's the bottom line, okay? But you're never gonna catch me going to other people trying to rage bait and rile them up in their own page. That is their page.
Yeah.
You know?
But we have to stop this narrative that one side is at fault. Everybody is at fault.
And if you can't admit that, you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem.
Because when you sit here and say that side is a problem, and then you get on your camera and make videos about why these people are all a problem, you are enabling your followers to then go
Yes
and get it
or
all
you
going.
allow comments insulting other creators or wishing death to other creators or saying vile, heinous things about other characters, well, or they're the fans of those characters, then guess what? You're part of the problem.
So, I will say it again. No one is perfect. Everyone has their faults. I even have my faults. Like I said, I shouldn't have popped off yesterday. There is stuff I have said that I should not have said. Okay? But I can admit to that. I am not sitting here going, oh, well,
what
no,
did you
it's
say
their
that
fault.
You shouldn't have said? No, you're way too nice. You're way too nice.
I don't know. Yesterday, I guess.
Compare your pop-off to my pop-offs. You're respectful, polite.
Yeah, okay. Well, my respectful pop-offs. I shouldn't do that anymore.
My pop-offs are woof.
But guys, I mean, seriously, you do not get to sit there on your pedestal as the almighty and say, you do this while you're also doing it.
And then to use the excuse of, well, you guys did it, so why can't I do it? You're a hypocrite!
Yeah. I really, truly think if we want this to stop, you have to stop engaging in it. Like, I am saying this because we all know majority of our followers are Lizzie fans. Guys, just stop. It's what they want. They want to be able to then come on and say, see, guys, it's the Lizzie fans. They're terrible.
But here's what's crazy is the Lizzie fans that are doing that are not over on my side. Like, I went and looked. Guess what?
Most no, and see, I think I talked to Grace last night. It's age.
It's definitely age.
It's age. And that's why I'm saying is Lizzie fans are just as bad. But the Lizzie fans I've noticed that are the bad ones, you're a certain age.
Well, here's the thing. You can't sit and say that Lizzie stands are the worst when for months I've been getting death threats, body shamed, told I should go die, told my cat should die, told my husband should divorce me, that they're gonna hack my my security system, that I'm a pedophile, all from Katie Claire stands for months. And the harassment doesn't stop, by the way, you guys.
Yeah, no, and it's like I said, it's on both sides. So you have Katie Claire stands doing that.
The Katie Claire stands don't care about the Lizzie fans getting harassed by their toxic members of the family. But they are so loud and vocal when the Lizzie Young toxic side attacks them. You can't be that way. We call out toxic Lizzie fans. They need to call out their own side too.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at, is you cannot sit here and say that your side is completely innocent. Because I've said this like 4 times already tonight. No side of the fandom is completely innocent.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I heard there was all this discourse about there were Lizzie stans being kind of racist. Like, guys, what are we doing? This is a book series. If you don't like a content creator and you don't agree with them, the block button is free.
That goes both ways, is though what I'm
right,
saying.
Swipe and move on. But
Yes.
why are we fat shaming people?
Yep.
Why are we sending death threats? Why are we racially profiling people for their opinions? It has to stop. And yet these teenagers are the same ones that sit there on their phone all high and mighty, just trying to bring awareness to everything.
Yeah.
But yet their awareness is what causes a lot of this.
That's a great question. Why are there even sides?
Thank you.
I
as somebody, okay, so I've been in this fandom for a long time. I didn't really start to come onto the fandom in TikTok until this summer. I didn't really know that there were sides until I got onto TikTok. I was like, I thought we were all just fans of the series.
Well, even then, like, if I don't like a character, you're not catching me in other people's comments trying to convince them not to like that character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care. You are allowed to like whoever you want. Just don't come and shame me for liking who I like. But that is what it is. It's you can't like this person. And then they try to talk you out of liking a certain character. Why?
That's my other thing. And it goes even beyond this series. It goes into everything else. You know, somebody gets on their camera and says that they really like Jeremiah from The Summer I Turned Pretty, and then everybody wants to throw rocks at them because they don't like Conrad. And it's like, guys, we all have our own opinions. I don't know if you knew this, but we are all born to different people. We all have different souls, different entities.
And I'm just gonna jump in here because lovely, like Liza said, the toxic Lizzie stands on X are horrible. I had my wedding photos distributed and fat shamed and told I was disgusting by the Katie Claire stands on X. So it's not just the Lizzie
It's
stands.
everybody. It's everybody.
They literally went through my entire TikTok and Instagram to pull photos that are over 3 years old to fat shame me on X. So it is not just
here's my advice to you. I obviously can't because I have to make content on this app. But if you want to just stick with the positive side of this fandom, I really suggest just sticking with Bookstagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Well, even TikTok, you guys block people. Just block and move on. That is what I do. Like, when I'm told that there's these toxic Lizzie stands, guess what? Guess what? Shocker, they were blocked by me. I don't engage with that. If I see Lizzie stands or Katie and Claire stands being toxic in comment sections, I block them because I don't want to interact with that. And I don't want them seeing my content, you know?
No, that's exactly, Rachel. They're cyber stalking. And it's weird.
Yeah.
It is really weird, especially when they make their edits. Like,
why do you have
so many pictures of a stranger in your phone?
I know.
That's weird.
They went back 3 years and took my wedding photos. And they have my wedding photos in their why? That is so creepy to me. I would never do that. Like, I do not care about anybody enough to do that.
That is weird to me.
So it's like I said, you can complain about the Lizzie stands all you want, but I could open up my DMs right now, and Ashley has seen some of the messages I get.
She sends them to me.
I do. I'm like,
they're disgusting.
They're disgusting. They're vile.
Yeah.
They're vile. So it's not just one side of the fandom, you guys. It isn't. I'm just not on here crying about it because at the end of the day, that's what they want. Remember when I stopped responding to them a couple months ago? What were they bitching about? That I blocked them and I stopped responding to them. Do you remember that, Ashley?
Exactly. That's why I've said it before, guys. If we want this negativity to stop, shut up.
Cash, that's exactly it. I'm shocked that they body shamed me too when that too. I was like, wow, okay.
That's what I said. Echo chamber. It's literally an echo chamber.
Sure. Whatever. Yes, my block list is long and I have no shame over it, but my block list is very long. So when people are like, did you see this comment by that person? I'm like, I don't see it on your page. And then I'm like, let me go. Oh, that's because I've had that person blocked. That's why I don't see it on your page. take the screenshots and post them. Let TikTok handle them. But Bobby, that's not going to do anything. It wants perpetuates
they
a cycle.
want that. That is
Yes.
exactly what they want.
Yeah.
Because then they can turn around and go, this grown woman is bullying teenagers.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they want.
Or they get the clout and the views
Mm-hmm.
that they so desperately want from my side. Yeah. And I'm not
no,
gonna
Estella,
give it to
I agree. I also scroll past bot content now. Even if I follow them, I'm like, I'm sorry. I'll like it, but I just cannot today.
I got called too old and too immature in the same comment section. Like, which one is it, right? Can never make
these immature hags with kids.
Why don't you go breastfeed your children? Oh, what? What?
Yeah, that's not misogynistic.
I know.
That's
Yay! Join our Discord. Yes.
The call is coming from inside the house.
That's what I told Grace today. I was like, it's interesting all this complaining when the call's coming from inside the house a lot of the time.
And that's why I'm saying everybody is at fault.
Yeah.
So do not turn around and say, well, my side of the fandom is not a problem. Well, no.
How and then don't turn around and be like, well, we're just responding to the negativity from the other side of the fandom. That's not okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it okay.
It doesn't. For the simple fact of they take Olivia's eating disorder comment and then they fat shame her. That's not okay, especially when
make an eating disorder comment.
Especially when all summer their whole narrative was, well, we need to bring awareness. Yeah. You need to realize what you did was wrong. And then they bring up old photos of her.
Isn't that crazy? No one was jumping in to defend me. No one was jumping in to defend me and say that side was disgusting and gross. Nope, not one person did that. Nope. Well, you did, but
I also.
But none of the Katie Claire side was jumping in to call that person out for their disgusting behavior.
No. Instead, you ate with that.
Yeah. Because women can't have hobbies and a family, didn't you know? Apparently.
Dude, I didn't even know that after 30, apparently, I cannot do anything but make my family dinner and sit and wait for them to get home. I saw on Twitter the other day this whole discourse about women that color and play video games in their 30s are so cringy and they need to get a life. And I'm like, what are we supposed to be doing? Truly, what are we supposed to do?
As someone who's part of so many fandoms, this is by far the worst. That's what I was saying. I said that today to somebody. I was voice messaging them and I said, I'm shocked at how I'm a part of much larger fandoms and they are not this vile and disgusting.
Oh no, Lou, same. I cannot wait for all of these people that they get off their entire personality is trashing women over the age of 25. I truly cannot wait for them to be that age and be like, oh, you mean my life is not over?
I know. And actually, shocker, guys, my life is better than it's ever been. My life is better than it's ever been.
Yeah.
So, I read books, do diamond art, collect perfume and handbags. 43-year-old.
Yeah, we need Wait, seriously, are we supposed to just work and
do you remember that comment I got about what a loser? Look at all of that merch she has. She has a whole bookshelf dedicated to the Boys of Tommen. She buys all the posters. What a loser. But once again, no one makes comment about men who collect stuff for their favorite
men who have a whole video game room. Like, I'm just, they age insulting. This, like I told you, I've never seen it in the book community until Boys of Tommen.
Yeah, and me either.
Considering, like, I mean, I've been in the book community for a while, and I mean, everybody was reading YA romances several summers ago, and nobody was batting an eye.
Yeah.
Actual YA romances. Like, YA cute, fluffy, closed door.
Lou just messaged me asking if I'm okay, and I'm like, I've got cramps, girl. I'm rubbing my belly here.
No, Acela, didn't you know? 27, you are dried out. Your time is done.
Time is coming for all of us. Exactly. But once again, here's the thing, you guys. My life is so much better than when I was 25.
Agreed.
It
My
really
30s
is.
are a lot less stressful than my 20s were.
I've got the money, I've got my life together, I've got my mental health is still but everything else is falling into place, which helps. So I'm gonna go get you're gonna have to carry this. Read the comments. I'm gonna go get a heat patch for my stomach real quick because my cramps are starting to kick in.
Okay. Yeah, exactly, Cash. We can buy what we want and do what we want. I don't understand this discourse, especially because I have adult money. Why are we being shamed for having adult money and finally buying things that make us happy? It makes absolutely no sense. I had someone comment, I'm glad you're not a mother. My entire page is about my MC. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's another thing. Apparently, mothers are not allowed to enjoy anything either. I don't know if you guys saw it. I think it was a TikTok trending a while ago about how mothers should not be like, if you have time to read, you're not a good mother. Like, what was that? Amber, I am from Washington. Yeah, born and raised. I will not leave this state. I feel very safe here. Yes, exactly. I love that you collect Monster High dolls, Bobby Joe. That's so awesome. There is someone spamming here, some creepers saying Olivia's so hot. I don't know if you, yeah, really creepy. I don't know.
What's funny is I bet that's Roxy.
It's not even your spouse.
I bet that's Roxy. I love you. It's not. It's my husband.
Yes, no, Rachel, exactly. Fathers aren't expected to drop everything to parent. They can fish, they can golf, they can game, but heaven forbid a woman read a romance book and color on the side.
Nobody calls me hot. They usually call me an old hag. Leave them in the chat. Let them speak. Pin their comments, actually. What is it? What's it, baby? What is it? I think we need to No. Fathers aren't expected to drop everything to parent. No,
that's what I just said. Because, fathers can fish and golf, which I want to add are hobbies that require leaving the house, where women are at home coloring and reading. They are at home with the kids.
Yeah.
Because I was saying when you were gone, did you see that TikTok that was circulating for a while a few weeks ago about that woman that said, if you are a mom and you have time to read, you're a bad mom?
No.
Because you should not have time to read at all. Uh-huh.
Have you guys seen that new? I'm almost tempted to do a video on it. Have you guys seen that new one where it's like, I was fucking dying. She was like, you read books about subjects that you're interested in. So if you're reading an MM book, that must mean you're gay, or you have gay tendencies. Yes, yes.
No, what gets me is the people, especially women, that say reading romance books is worse than men watching porn.
Oh my god, that drives me nuts. What are we talking about? We're kind of all over the place right now, Perla, to be honest.
Yeah, we ranted about Devil's Night. We ranted about the Boys of Tommen fandom, which we do a lot.
Weekly.
Which is kind of a stem of this, is because we women get chastised for reading this series if we're over 25. So
the women who say it's cheating if you read romance, but what if you watch like an HBO Max
the
show?
fact that
like
women
Euphoria?
No, it's the fact that women say it.
That's true.
It is the fact that women are the ones saying this. You are no better than your husband watching porn.
Speaking of, is my husband still in the comments? If he is, can you please bring me my water bottle from the fridge? Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Love you. If you're still here. If not, I'll yell it through the hallway. But yes. It's the conservative trad wife saying that shit.
Yeah. I know, and which
Yep.
is, they already got picked, so why?
I know. He already picked you, honey.
Yeah.
Move on. Speaking of, we're almost 4 months to February. When will the next book announcement come? We are hoping that it comes Hizzy week.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Then again, I mean, we had what, 2 months when R10 the date was announced. So it
Yeah.
really could be anytime. Maybe they'll announce it at the holidays, like a little Christmas treat.
Yeah.
I
do think but Chloe did say that she did announce on Spotify beforehand though, didn't she?
Well, it was a teaser. It was like, I have no other way of telling you I finished.
So we knew it was completely done.
Yeah,
so
but
I
we
feel like
didn't.
we'll get something similar.
Yeah, but the official announcement from like Blooms and Hatchet and stuff, that did not come until the end of March.
Yeah. Well, you feel like it's more you're mainstream to say that type of crap because it is because of our current administration making it more mainstream to say that type of shit. Insulting women who like to go work, insulting women who are single,
Just
insulting women who
women,
choose to be
period.
child free. Yeah, so that is more of the mainstream popular stuff right now.
Which, by the way, Saturday should be interesting.
What the? My cats are freaking out. Where's my husband? Greg?
I don't. He must have left the chat.
I know, how rude. Didn't even share or like it. Disgusting. It's not supportive at all.
That's grounds for divorce.
It really is.
Which you should hurry before that's taken away.
Yeah, that's
Remember,
true.
they're trying to axe that too.
He's so obsessed with me drinking water. He should bring me my water bottle. He left the chat.
Yes, Rachel, I agree.
Can you bring me my water bottle from the fridge, please?
Yes, Claire, thank you.
Or my energy drink, either one. You pick.
Which, Claire, is also a big issue I have with this fandom. The way that we all attack each other. Like, why are we women attacking women?
Yes. It is the women saying the most vile, horrendous about other women.
Yes.
Ew.
It's like, guys, first of all, because, like I said, no one in this fandom is perfect, because I have seen older content creators that act very inappropriate. And it's like, well, guys, what are you doing? There are younger people that do look up to you. Okay? And then the younger people, I've said this before, but when I was 15, I was not popping off against 30-year-olds. Like, it's it was not in my daily schedule, No.
Sorry, I had better things to do.
Exactly. I was reading Twilight.
I was gonna say, I was reading books in my room.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, guys, seriously, what happened to women supporting women?
What's crazy about that, Ashley, is then I see these creators who are like, "You'll never catch me rooting for a man," when it's like them trash talking Huey Biggs. I'll never support a man. I'll always support the female, and yet they support people saying the most vile, horrendous shit to female content creators, and they don't call out that negative behavior.
This is why I made that video yesterday. So my video was literally supposed to be a laugh at the fact that this made a headline on Twitter that the male main character in a romance was putting his female
By the way, that is my screenshot.
That was not Photoshop, but that was literally what the point of my video was. I cannot believe we are in the romance community and this made a headline. But I said in my video, I said, you guys, aren't we supposed to want men to put us first? As women, we want men to put us first anyways.
Get him in here. Greg?
Special guest appearance time from Real Rejects. Pearl, quarantine had a huge effect with a lot of younger Gen Z and older Gen Alpha.
Oh.
Them being home really affected their developmental years and how they communicate and speak with people. And that is kind of why we are at where we're at.
You don't have to come on the camera. I just want to ask you. You know me. if you have a choice between saving my life and saving your best friend's life, whose life should you save? Who do I expect you to end?
Save your life?
Yes.
Save your life.
Correct. Now, if there's a choice between me and any member of your family at all, who should you choose?
You.
Say it louder.
You.
Who's you?
Olivia.
Oh, good job. Yes, everyone. That is the expectation in this household. So when we have a book where a main male character puts his female love interest before everybody else, that is what we want.
Well, there's a reason that Yearning has made a comeback. You know? I feel like this year Yearning has made a comeback.
Yeah.
Everybody wants it because we want that. We want men to put us first.
I'm hungry.
So why are we getting upset that we have a male main character that wants to do everything to her first?
Yep. Everyone's saying good job.
This is my face. This is my face. When she showed me that screenshot of the Twitter headline, I was literally like,
yeah.
This is a romance.
And I had posted that in our Discord first because I was like shocked. I was like, you guys, look at what's on my phone. Well, look what's on my trending page. I was shocked.
Like, I understand it's a traumatic romance series, but at the end of the day, it's still a romance. You're rooting for the couple to get together. So I could not believe that made a headline.
You're telling me you would rather your man put his best friend first and not you, right? No, I want my man to put me first above. I expect it above everybody else. Bottom line. And I expect that in my main male characters. I'm sorry, but if I read a book where the main male character picks someone else, I'd be like, he doesn't love that woman. He doesn't love her.
Yes, Kennedy. As soon as Shannon was in Johnny's life, he put her first. Got zero flack for it.
Yep. Gibbsy even makes a comment about how he loves Huey and will do anything for Huey, but not as much as he loves
and
will do anything for Claire.
Olivia, I've told you this. The problem with Huey Biggs is of Katie. Because this argument has been a thing for maybe 2 years now, almost 2 years, because I've told you, especially on Reddit, the narrative is they treat Huey and Katie like they've been married for 20 plus years with kids, and that Huey is giving up his family to be with Lizzie. Like, that's how they make him out to be with the cheating. So they've completely made him out to be this villain. They don't care what he does because of the narrative they have made up in their head. Guys,
just to clarify,
we don't have the next book. We don't even know if there is cheating.
Yeah.
We have playlists that pertain to cheating happening from both of them.
Sides.
But we have no confirmation, and I am not even kidding you.
Yeah,
when I have seen so many Reddit threads talking about how Huey and Katie are pretty much in love, have been married for decades, and how dare Huey do this.
Yeah, I've seen that. How dare Chloe ruin the best couple of Katie and Huey just for Lizzie? What? What?
See, and this is also my biggest problem with this fandom, is this is truly the only series of books where people have completely made up a narrative in their head that does not exist, and then they get so mad when the next book comes out and completely debunks everything that they made up in their head. And it's not just Katie, it's everybody in this group.
She changed the story. No, that was always the story.
That was always the story. The point of Chloe's writing is to show that we all think differently. We all perceive things differently. And I hate this narrative of Chloe ruined so-and-so's character to lift up this character. Well, no, that's how we see that character from this character's point of view.
Gaslighting her own fandom, trying to say that Lizzie was the... Or maybe she knows more because she's the fucking author. Shocker.
Well, and this just goes back to what I said earlier about that one person. I didn't even know who you were 20 minutes ago, yet you're sending comment after comment telling me you know exactly how I think and who I like and who I don't like.
Yeah.
The obsession with being right. Can we talk about that?
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of people. That's what
it is.
It's the obsession with being right.
Or having their opinion be the best, like the ultimate choice. Mm-hmm. No, Lizzie's evil, and we'll stand by that, even though we have several reasons why she behaves so. They don't even care.
It's just, I have to be right. Yeah, Hugh's rebrand. What is a rebrand?
How can you rebrand a character
characters when you haven't had their POV? I will go back to Devil's Night. So is Damon a rebrand? Or no, did we maybe just get inside his head and dissect his character and personality a little bit more?
My cat's trying to eat my Caesar salad.
Yeah, nope, exactly, Estella. If it is not written on paper in the current bot series, it is not canon.
Correct. And also, we've already seen perspective is everything. Perspective is everything. So, Chloe came on here on our podcast and said that while to others it appeared, I have that same ghost that you have behind you. I have that same ghost. Did you get that from the Dollar Tree?
I did.
I got
last
mine.
year.
I got mine too.
You should name them.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I love that.
How cute. I'm going to go get him in a second and put him back here for you.
Yay.
But we had Chloe come on here and literally say that perspective is everything. That just from Johnny's POV, who isn't paying attention to the whole friend group around him, that Katie and Hughie were happy doesn't mean that's what it actually was. Like, she literally says that.
Yeah.
I don't know how much clearer you can get of how perspective is everything. And just because we see something happen in someone's book one way doesn't mean that's exactly how it is from someone else's POV.
Right. Like, what I don't get is this hatred of Hughie because he's really book smart.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Like, they said he was rebranded. And I'm like, we didn't know anything about Hughie and his hobbies in the other books. So I don't really know how that can be rebranded. Especially because we had Johnny's perspective and he didn't give two shits about Hughie and Patrick as friends. So... Yeah. Exactly. And Johnny doesn't remember Gibbsy's birthday.
He didn't even know Claire was Hughie's sister. You guys. Stop using binding and keeping as the Bible. Stop.
Yeah, because if we're going to use it as the Bible, then let's actually use it as the Bible. Let's read it correctly. Let's comprehend it a little better.
Snippets in those books. We've got plenty of little Easter eggs of them in those books.
You literally have Johnny's perspective where he says that he's closer to Gibbsy. Hughie and Feely are kind of just there by extent.
Yeah.
So to have this narrative of, oh, she completely rebranded, that's weird. Especially because in Redeeming 6 at that Halloween, or not that Halloween, the 90s party.
Yeah.
This rebranded Hughie crap didn't come until like this year or last year. That's why I'm just like, you guys have honestly not been paying attention to the text.
Agreed. But they don't want to. Reading comprehension is a thing, and a lot.
No, and like I said, it's then being loud about being right.
Yeah.
When you're not even looking at details.
Do you think the Gibbs and Liz playlist is happening in Bot 7?
It could be an override because I don't know how much of like. I don't know when Bot 7's timeline will end, if you know what I mean. I don't know if any of that will carry into like Bot 8 and we'll see like Gibbsy's side of things, Lizzie's side of things. So I don't know if it's both, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know.
I think it's just one of those ones
I have an opinion on it, but I can't say my opinion.
You can't say it, yeah.
So I have to be very careful with what I say. Why didn't Gibbs get a rebrand comment when he was goofy, and then in his own book he has trauma? Right? I don't know.
It's funny.
I hope Bot 7 is dual POV. It's not. It's Gibbsy and Lizzie. It's not. It's
Bot 7 has been confirmed Hughie and Lizzie. Bot 8 is confirmed Claire and Gibbsy.
Yeah. Yep. How do you guys think everything will come out about Mark? Oof. I don't know. I really don't know. That is such an interesting and hard thing to answer. Now we have... See, this is why I think it's cool to be in the Discord, because Grace has some incredible... And if you guys have not seen our podcast episode of this week, Grace really stepped in. Thank you, Grace. Grace and Ashley took over because I was not in the mood to film. I've been cranky, y'all. Cranksters. And I've just been exhausted. I've had a really long September. I didn't really get a break after my uncle passed and whatnot. And then the Chloe Walsh interview, the Elle interview. It was just a lot of stuff back to back for me. And so thank you, Grace, for stepping in about that. But Grace and others are constantly sharing their theories in the Discord, and some of them are so incredible. And then even in our little group chat, like the stuff about the what were we talking about the other day with Grace? The letter and how that could come out with now that we know that it was he was talking to who was he talking to that snippet? It's Feely. Because we got that snippet. I wonder, did she delete that playlist, Chloe?
She deleted a couple.
Yeah. Where it was confirmed that the letter talk that Huey's having with the blue-eyed person is Feely. So we were kind of discussing that, and there was discussions in the Discord going on about that. Oh, I did want to bring up, though, here, someone made a comment on our Spotify that I thought was fascinating about Grace's theory. Let me pull it up here. Because if you guys don't know, we are also on Spotify. Yay. Love that. They said, listen to this. Is Grace here? Grace, are you in the...
She was. Is she still here? Yeah, she's still here.
Okay. They said, oh my gosh, I love the Michael Young theory. Which, by the way, Grace and I, we have to do on the next podcast we go to do Wild Theories, we have to combine that theory with my Nell theory because they fit together perfectly. I love the Michael Young theory. It could closely resemble how Dan took the fault for Nate when he beats Dante after running Haley over in One Tree Hill.
So I was talking to Grace about that before we started recording, but she has not watched One Tree Hill.
Oh
so,
my God.
Yeah.
But we know that Chloe loves those teen
That's
shows.
why I told. That's why I
it.
had mentioned it to her because I was like, hey, you know, on TV shows when one character accidentally like kills another character or is going to, and then another character kind of swoops in.
Yeah. So I'm not going to tell you the theory, but it is on our podcast episode on our YouTube, A Tired Witches podcast. Grace went into in incredible detail about her Michael Young theory. And actually, I was the first person she talked to about this a couple months ago. And I was like, and then I messaged Ashley about it. Do you remember? I was like, look at this theory Grace has. I was like, it's such a good theory. And then Grace and I were talking about how that fits in line perfectly with my Nell theory and how Michael grew up and how this might be his way to redeem himself or be a parallel to his own childhood. Were you part of that chat? Yeah, you were. Or did you stop reading?
This was months ago.
No. This was just a couple days ago. We were talking about in the group chat.
Our group chat, if you miss a few hours, you're
lost forever.
You're gone. You're gone.
You're lost forever.
You're not catching up, man. You just
it was in the Discord.
Out.
That's right, Grace. It was in the Discord.
Okay, that would be why.
But Grace pointed out that whole Mike taking the fall for Huey could be a parallel of the grandpa. I mean, his dad.
Okay.
And Nell. And I'm like, actually, that falls in line to how I believe Michael had trauma from his whole upbringing from the dad, like unaliving and whatnot. So, do you think they get married in Bot 7? I can't say.
I can't answer that.
It's so hard.
I think they're getting married. That's all I'll say.
Oh, they're definitely.
All the signs are there. To that one person that told me it was an overreach.
Oh my God. Did you see my video on that?
No, I need to go look at that. But I was like, girl.
I did a whole video on that.
They talk about it like 6 times in our 10 and all these playlists. And then she's like, it's such an overreach of a theory. Okay.
Please.
An overreach of a theory is that Teddy Lynch has fathered half of Bolly.
I know!
That is an overreach of a theory.
Do you think Liz actually has hallucinations? Yes, I do. Do you think the V-card theory plays into Hugh finding out about Mark? Are you talking about how you think that Pierce blabs that Lizzie wasn't a virgin when they first slept together, and
I
that
definitely
triggers you?
think that's
I
gonna
think
come
it's gonna.
out.
I agree.
Because that's a big thing, is that Pierce took Lizzie's virginity, and if Pierce goes, well, I didn't pop any cherry that night, then I
And
think people are gonna start going, what?
well, Lizzie tells him she's not a virgin when she sleeps with Pierce.
Well, that's
Remember?
what, but I know, but like when he says it
Yeah.
to other
Oh
people,
yeah,
that's
no,
when
but I'm
they're gonna
saying
be like,
he could be like, Lizzie told
what?
me she wasn't a virgin.
Right, because we
And
all
then
know,
it's gonna be a
obviously, Huey and Gibbsy know it happened that night. Shannon and Claire think it happened on another night, but everybody thinks this is what happened. And so if it gets out that Pierce didn't actually pop anything, they're all going to be like, I think, honestly, how the truth of Mark is going to get out is from a variation of people talking.
Oh, you're so sweet. Someone said my show is on. So that's not actually true, that Lizzie young girl. Kiva has seen the scary later, but it was when they were younger.
Mm-hmm.
It was when they were younger. But she has seen her once. And that is why they're like, you stay away from her. Like, they're very specific. If you see her, you don't go near her.
Well, because remember when Kiva got mad at Huey? She's like,
Yeah.
don't make up those things. Like,
Yeah.
she had this fear.
Yeah.
Like, do not lie about stuff like that.
Oh, the friendship group? I know. It's interesting. Well, actually, it makes sense because Huey is more around Lizzie's house, and why would scary? If this falls into my theory, I don't think I don't know if this is true or not, so I can talk about it. I don't think Scary Lady is actually after Lizzie. I have a whole theory video on this. I did this theory videos months ago. God, when did I do this long theory video? It was a while ago. My whole Scary Lady connection to Mike Young with my whiteboard.
Oh,
With my whiteboard, you remember?
wasn't that like July?
God, that was a while ago. But I don't think she's there really for Lizzie. I think Nell is Mike's sister, and it has to do with their childhood. Because we know that his dad unalived himself, drowning. Remember, look at the words there. His dad drowned himself.
Mm-hmm.
Could this be a parallel coming up? I don't know. That's Grace and I's theory.
Well, because I love using Joey's books as an example for foreshadowing.
Yeah.
You know what Joey says in Saving Six a few times? The only way mom is ever going to be free is in a box, is if she leaves that house in a coffin. And then he does have one foreshadowing line about that house burning down or something. It's
How many times does Kiva and everyone in Releasing 10 say that Mike does not hate Lizzie? He's just terrified of the past repeating itself.
Yep.
That it all has to do with his childhood. It is mentioned multiple times because Lizzie thinks Mike hates her, but it is made clear he doesn't hate you. He hates what you resemble, what you remind him of, which is his mentally ill sister. And he blames his mentally ill sister for the death of his father because he says that she drove his father insane. And he's worried that Lizzie is going to drive him insane. That is why we get the clear line of him and Catherine talking and him saying he has to leave or she will drag me down with her, is what he says. Word for word, that is what he says. I have to get out of here before she drags me into madness too.
Okay, I'm sorry, really fast. I'm reading the comments. Okay, so if the Lynches were fire, Gibbsy Lizzie is water, will Katie Feely be air?
Avatar.
A twister.
Earth. Water.
There's a tornado coming. Well, hey, air. She sings. Get those lungs out, girl.
She's gonna go on a jet plane because she's traveling the world. She's in the
Well,
air.
hey, what if part of their trauma something happens to a singing voice?
Ooh. Yeah, you guys look at the foreshadowing of Teddy Lynch and look at the foreshadowing of Mike Young. It is so many times in that book stated that he is terrified of the past. Not of Lizzie, but what could potentially happen because of Lizzie. Nell is the second born child in the family. Lizzie is the second born child. That's why he didn't want her, because he was afraid of history repeating itself, that the mental illness runs deeper the further you go into having children. that it's not that he didn't want Lizzie because Lizzie wasn't his. And no, it is because she reminds him of his sister. And he tells Catherine, I didn't want more kids after one because I knew the more kids you have, the more likely it is to have this mental illness. I saw it with my sister. Look what my sister did to my dad. She drove him to madness and he unalived himself. Lizzie's going to do that to me.
Mm-hmm.
How he did it when they were kids, Estella. He did it when they were kids. I have the whole thing in my breakdown video about this, which is pinned on my page, by the way. It is the first pinned video on my page, so if you go watch that, you'll see the whole breakdown. And I pulled the quotes from R10. I directly read from R10. Mike's dad unalived himself when they were kids.
Yep.
As the resident Katie Feely person, I love the idea of them being heir. I kind of like it too.
No,
Is it possible that
yeah.
Mike dies instead of Catherine? I hate to break this to you, but Catherine's a goner. I'm 100% convinced she's gone.
Well, really quick, like back to the Katie Feely thing. Here's the beautiful part about us not knowing anything about Katie or Feely and not having their POV. It means anything can happen. That's why the stuff that people have made up in their minds. I'm excited because I don't truly know what it's going to be.
Yeah.
So let's just let it happen and quit making up.
Do you think Catherine's a bad
canon.
mom? No. Lizzie
No.
would have been long gone if Catherine. No.
No.
No. Catherine is the one.
You have to
shining hope she has
understand,
in that household.
Catherine has worked with what she could with the strength that she has.
Yes.
My mother has leukemia, and her cancer is nowhere near as bad as Catherine's, but I look at my own mother and her strengths and battles every day, and her children are grown in out of the house.
You guys, Lizzie is not adopted, and she's not Nell's biological daughter. I can tell. I can almost promise you that. Like,
no, I really think it's the parallel of the older sibling, younger sibling.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this too. It's too much to add on to Lizzie to make Nell her mom. It's
all
too
of a sudden
much.
Nell's her mom, and no.
Yeah, it's too much.
And if you think Mike wouldn't have looked at her and said, "You're not my actual daughter. Get the hell out of my face, you psycho crazy bitch! You killed my actual daughter." No, he would have said that. He would have said that to Lizzie. He would have said, "You killed my actual child. You're not my daughter."
Mm-hmm.
I have no connection to you. Get out of here. He would have said that, and he doesn't, not once. We know he says vile, disgusting things to Lizzie. Like, we know he blames her for a lot because he's terrified of her.
Yeah,
you guys.
but I just think it's too much.
Yeah.
To make it that. There's already so much going on. And I think Chloe likes to throw red herrings. And I think the point of Nell is this giant ass red herring. Because I think R10 is written too obvious.
Yeah.
That it's like, oh, okay. Especially, I think the most important part is Lizzie's missing medical information. I feel like that right there is supposed to be like, oh, well, obviously they don't have the first 3 years of her life or whatever because she wasn't with them.
Listen to this. I have it all bookmarked here. November 12th, 1991. They're at the talking about her violent outburst. This is Mike in this passage here. Those aren't tantrums, Catherine, and you know it. Give it to us straight, Doc. What's the diagnosis? The doctor says it's too early to tell. This is Mike. But you have a theory, don't you? You think she has it, doesn't she? And then Catherine is like, there's nothing wrong with my daughter. We won't know until she starts talking. But already here, Mike is like, she has it. She has what Nell had. That's in his mind. We already have something happening here where he's afraid of Lizzie having something, having an illness that he knows runs in his family because his sister had it, right?
Yeah.
Let's see what else here.
And also, I just want to point out too is I think that Chloe has shown us in this series that just because you're a biological parent does not mean you're perfect and you love your kid.
No, February 10th, 1992. February 10th, 1992. Here we go. Here's the whole passage. What is wrong with that child? Mike, she just doesn't understand. She's disturbed, Catherine. A blind man can see that. How can you say that about your own flesh and blood? I can't take it, Catherine. I'm sorry. You're an effing coward, that's why. It is killing me to watch her like this. Why? Because he's remembering what it was like to watch his sister. And you don't think it's killing me, Mike? The difference is I would never leave her. I'm not leaving her, but I have to get out of this house or I'm going to lose my mind right along with her. That is very specific wording. Very specific wording. It is not I have to get out of here because I can't handle this. It's I can't she's going to drive me down into madness with her. The wording there is very intentional, you guys. There's so many little foreshadowing hints here about his childhood that it's like that he's running from Lizzie, that he's scared of Lizzie in particular, right?
Mm-hmm. She said read page 12 and 13.
My page is 12 and 13. This is where Kiva's screaming about Lizzie ruining her life, just as she's in junior infants. Kiva's just saying she hates her sister. She's a lunatic. That's enough. That was Daddy. He walked over and wrapped his arm around Mammy's shoulder. Mammy's, but it's Mommy, right? It's pronounced Mommy, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the
Mommy's
Irish
shoulder.
pronunciation.
Yeah. Don't raise your voice to your mother. You know she's not well. Yeah, from another plague she brought into our lives. First Lizzie and now cancer. Don't you dare say that about your mother, he roared. He led Mommy over to her armchair and helped her sit down before turning back to Kiva. Meanwhile, I made a beeline for my mother, feeling scared and cross and worried, yada, yada, yada. Now I've been cutting you slack because I understand how hard the past couple of years have been on you, but you've overstepped your mark, young lady, Daddy told Kiva. I understand your frustrations and I feel for you, but taking it on your sick mother is not the way to handle this, Kiva. And then Kiva screams, I wish she was dead. Once again, to me, here was another perfect opportunity for Mike to be like, Lizzie's not my kid, but we don't have it here.
Well, Bobby Joe, women, when they have a baby, they will say, I brought a baby into this world.
And the plague is the sickness. It is Lizzie's mental illness.
Yeah. So I think that her saying she brought her into that, like she had her.
Yeah. Because here we go. Here's this. Page 15. November 27th, 1992. Curling up in a ball on a couch in the sitting room, I covered my ears and tried to block out the shouting, but I could still hear them. It's for the best, Catherine, Daddy shouted from the kitchen. Trust me, I've been through this before. That's what Mike says here. I don't care, Mom argued back. I'm not medicating this child. She needs the medication. She needs a childhood. She's our baby, she's our baby, our child, and I refuse to continue this farce. You want to talk about farces, Catherine, really? She's not taking another pill. Do you hear me? It stops right now. And when she acts out again, what then? We'll handle it. I won't move Kiva again. It's not fair on our other daughter. You do remember her, don't you? That's not fair and you know it. No, what's not fair is living my whole life the way I have and having to repeat the cycle all over again. That is blatant foreshadowing that something happened in his childhood.
Yeah.
That is blatant foreshadowing, okay?
Yep.
That is Mike talking, right? And she goes, what were we supposed to do? I know what you should have done. You should have blank. Oh my God, stop. I can hear you from upstairs. That was Kiva. He did not want Lizzie to be born because Nell was the second born daughter, and he knows in his mind the mental illness gets worse as you go down the family tree. So he only wanted one kid, and they ended up having two. And he was worried because Nell was the second-born kid, that their second-born kid would turn out like Nell. That's why he says, this cycle is repeating itself. I lived through this already.
You guys have to look at the big age gap between Kiva and Lizzie. I don't think Lizzie was planned. And I think that's also why Kiva words things the way she does.
Yep.
Because here's the thing is, when you have a baby, like your second baby, a lot of the times that older child's reaction is based on how old they are.
Yep.
And if Kiva was older, she had more of an understanding to sit there and go, why did you do this?
Page 20. Page 20. Am I bad, Kiva? What? Where did you hear that? I shrugged. Don't know. No, Liz, you're not bad. You're just complicated. How come you don't want me in your school? Do you hate me? No, I just get frustrated, that's all. Because of me, she nodded. I'm sorry. No, Liz, I'm sorry. I need to have more patience with you. Does Daddy hate me? Here we go. No, she pulled me closer. He's just worried because of Granddad and Nell. Who's Nell? Remember that weirdo who showed up to dinner today with the Christmas presents? The one Mom got upset for taking you down to the river? I thought about the lady who came to our house and smiled. We fed the ducks. That's Dad's sister. Nell. I didn't know Daddy had a sister. She's never come here before. That's because his sister is a rip-roaring lunatic, Kiva explained, just like her dad was before he died. Her dad? Yeah, Granddad Young. What's a lunatic? Someone who's crazy and hears voices. That's why Granddad drowned in the river when Dad was a kid. The voices told him to jump in. The parallels are paralleling between Kiva and Mike and Lizzie and Nell. It is all the older sibling and the younger sibling. What Mike went through as a kid with his father and Nell, he was worried would happen between Kiva and Lizzie.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but like I've said, Chloe's just not going to add this on to Lizzie. Like she is not going to have Lizzie have to suffer through the death of her mother, dying in a horrific way, and then get told, "Oh, by the way, your mom is actually a crazy lady that's been stalking you in the woods." Like Lizzie already has to heal from so many things. We don't need to add this to it.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's why I think it's written in R10 that it's kind of obvious in your face, like, oh, okay, yeah. But that's why you have to look at the wording.
Yeah.
You have to look at the wording. Yeah, Chloe loves Lizzie too much to do that.
100%. 100%.
Oh, and then really quick, just because there was a lot of comments I missed. And yeah, Pearl, I do agree with you on like Katie Feely. I don't think there will be a straight villain for them. Other people have said this. I think their villain is themselves.
I said that.
Yeah.
I said that in one of our lives, that I think it's them and dealing with their own trauma. It's their trauma.
Which is the element of air. I made it a joke, but it's actually kind of fitting.
Yeah.
Next theory video. Grace, tell me your schedule.
Bobby, I already read that part. I don't know what you're getting at. I've already answered that part. You were hell-bent on doing things your way. Bottom line, Nell is not Lizzie's mom. You're not going to convince me otherwise. It's way too intentional on every single other page there, the wording. Okay? You can't overlook all of the foreshadowing to fit one narrative here. Chloe is not going to give Lizzie another trauma of having her mom not be her mother. The one person in that household who stood by her 10 toes down, she's not going to take that away from her.
She's not going to kill her mother in this horrible way and then be told, oh, hey, by the way,
that's not your mom.
Your mom's the crazy lady in the woods that tried to kill you. So,
gosh. Why would you want that for Lizzie? Anyway, like, I don't understand you guys.
Okay, Lou, I could agree with that one. It could be that Mike asked for an A.
Agreed.
And she said no because he knew the second kid, and that would go with Kiva's narrative of mom brought her into this.
I thought that's kind of what I was implying without saying the Schmormortian word. Yeah. That he did not want Lizzie.
And that's why I think it really matches up with Kiva and the age difference. She would have been able to overhear a lot of conversations during Catherine's pregnancy and stuff like that. So it's too much.
Yeah. For sure. For sure. Okay, anything else we want to talk about? It's almost 10 o'clock and my iPad's about to die, so I won't be able to check the chat anymore.
Yeah, any other stuff?
Any other stuff
you guys before we ended? Follow-ups on Grace's theories from the other day? I do, kind of going back to earlier, I really think, like I said, a lot of people talking is what's going to get a lot of truths out, and I think Darren is going to be a big key to that.
Yeah.
Grace and I really went in depth there. So you guys will definitely have to go check out that video. We have 3 theories in there. Kind of have a nice little flow. I think we saved the best one for last, but I do think that they are all pretty good theories, and we even have a theory in there for Katie Feely fans as well. So
Yeah. What duo are you most excited to see in the future books? I'm excited to see Gibbsy and Lizzie renew their
reunite.
friendship.
Yeah. Lizzie and Gibbsy breaking up was honestly the hardest part for me to read in R10.
Yeah.
So I am so excited for them to get back together. I'm actually more excited for Lizzie and Gibbsy to reunite than for Lizzie and Huey to get back together. I am more excited for that.
How do you think Darren will play a role in Gibbsy's story? We have a whole video on our podcast. If you go to our YouTube,
check that out.
The Tired Witches. How am I able to get into the Discord? I wasn't through your bio. Oh, is the link already expired? I'll update the link.
We have to update the link, so...
Yeah. But also our Instagram. If you go to our Instagram page, I believe it's linked there too as well.
Yes.
Lou, could you, if you're still there, or Grace?
See, that just shows how little I know about
Grace,
Discord.
can you drop the link?
I didn't know the links expired.
Can you drop the link in the... They do. I'm getting off here in a second. I'll feed them. Yeah, if you could drop the link in the chat real quick before we get off, Grace, that'd be great. I have some Lizzie, Huey, Katie, Feely Sippers, but I'm scared to join any bot discussion pages. Flora, join us. We talk all of that stuff. Don't be afraid. Our Discord is so incredible. Honestly, it's one of the most positive environments.
No one is gatekeeping theories over here.
Bye, Pearl. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, thank you, Grace. Grace just dropped the
So
Discord link in the chat.
we'll talk for like another minute so people have time to click that if they want.
Oh, she pinned it. Grace was able to pin the comments.
Yay! But when we get off live, the comments will be gone.
No, I know. But next time, when we start the live,
we can have it at the top. Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Next week is our Will Grayson live.
I know. I love me some Will Grayson. Oh!
But I feel like I'm gonna be upset because of Alex and Rika.
Oh, I know.
Justice for Emery.
Justice for Emery Scott.
Can really quick, because I know we'll get into
that. Look what I got.
Emery has the worst of them all, right? She has to take care of her dying grandmother, and she's getting beaten to crap by her brother. And yet she is the one pushed aside for a story. That's more interesting to me than the rich girl whose daddy died in a car wreck.
I know. We have a theory calendar. Yes, the theory calendar.
Bobby Joe, I don't think you need to. I read Punk 57 first. It was actually the first Penelope book I read. So I had a little bit more of an appreciation because the Horsemen are mentioned. Punk 57 was written a year after Corrupt. It doesn't spoil anything, but I think you might appreciate characters more. It's the male main character is Will's cousin. So
here's Kels Pinter. Or Cal Spinter. Do you think Katie Huey will have real feelings or more fake dating book focus in the next? Okay, here's my opinion on this, and you can write it in stone right here. Huey Biggs will not ever have romantic feelings for any other person besides Lizzie Young. Romantic feelings. Do I think that he cares for Katie and loves Katie as a friend?
I think platonic relationships are very strong.
Yes, but romantically, absolutely not. No. I don't think Hugh has romantic feelings for her. Do I think Katie develops romantic feelings for Huey? Yes, but I think that's more of her being confused.
I think
because she's pushing Feely away.
Yeah, because once again, I will say we don't have a lot on Katie, but from what we've been shown, it seems that she has trust issues with men.
Yeah.
And so
I mean, who doesn't, girl? Jesus Christ.
Seriously.
Don't blame you, buddy.
That's why I'm like, get her out of this town. She doesn't need to date any of these people, especially the one whose ass cheeks are out for everyone to see.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Katie and Huey are 100% platonic.
I've said this before. I think for Katie, because like I said, men have disappointed her. Huey, as an outside person looking in, he gets really good grades. He wants to be a doctor. He's a good boy. He listens to his mother.
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada. It's like, okay, this is the guy that I want to put all my eggs in the basket with, you know?
This is who I should.
This is who I should be with, you know, not this guy over here who's on a farm and drinks a lot
and sleeps around and
right.
Yeah. I shouldn't want the bad boy over here. I should
Yeah.
want the good boy.
Yeah, so I get it because I have had friends like Katie in the past
Yeah.
that were in relationships where I'm like, girl, you do not love him, but you're with him because of the idea. And I think that's what Katie is. It's an idea. I
Yeah.
love the idea.
Even Huey says in one of the snippets we have, she may think she loves me, but she doesn't. He literally says that to Patrick. That he's tried to break up with Katie multiple times and she wouldn't let him. Like she begged him to stay because she thinks she loves him, but he knows that she doesn't.
Yeah.
That she's using him as a shield. Those are Huey's words. So Katie in her mind is trying to convince herself that she loves Huey because that is the guy that she should want, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a mess.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm excited because I have absolutely no knowledge of these characters.
Agreed, Acela. Agreed. I'm team that as well.
That's why I'm like, just let Katie get a happy ending with other people.
Seriously. Anyway, I gotta shout out book streamers because they sent me this cute little bookmark.
Ooh, I like that.
Isn't that cute?
Very nice.
It's super cute.
All right. Well, did everybody get a chance to click that Discord link?
Everyone got in?
I don't know how we'll wait 4 more months. We have content planned here and there to, tide you guys over. We have a really fun Lizzie Huey live show planned for their day.
So excited, you guys.
Yeah, we were talking about like maybe playing Jeopardy and stuff like
that.
A
Kahoot. You guys will be able to join in and play the Kahoot and answer trivia questions. It's gonna be so fun.
So make sure you're following both of us. Make sure you follow the podcast. Make sure you're on YouTube, Spotify, Bookstagram. Yes. We update everywhere, but we have so much fun stuff planned for Tuesday the 28th.
Thank you. You guys are so sweet.
Yes, thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today on this live and chatting all things Devil's Night series and Boys of Tommen, of course. We have a fun podcast episode coming Monday, so please take a look out for that, where we're bitching and ranting about the Boys of Tommen universe, which we know you love to hear about. Yeah. So.
Yeah, Grace, text us. I want to know.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you haven't clicked the Discord link, do so now. Join us over there. We're constantly talking snippets and theories, and we've got some fun events and calendars and everything. So, other than that, Ashley, you have anything else you want to say before we end?
No? Just let's just try to keep positivity going. Please. Or try to introduce positivity, I guess.
Yeah.
No
Bye,
more
you
negativity.
guys. Have a good night.
So,
yeah.
Bye.